last Thursday, the president of Guyana, Irfaan Ali, attended this meeting in St Vincent, and they met there with the president of Venezuela, the man who is claiming Guyana's 2/3 of Guyana's territory, Essequibo. I want to ask the question: what has Guyana gained from this meeting? And I honestly want to know, because the president came back almost a week now, and the president has not seen it fit to address us Guyanese, address the nation, to tell us what happened, what came out of this meeting. And I find that very alarming, that you had such a consequential meeting over our territory, and the president has not seen it fit. You have some propagandists on the writing us out a letter to say the meeting was fruitful and all. The president should let us know, because you went into the meeting, and remember, following the referendum on December the 3rd, the President Maduro, I think it was on the 5th, made certain announcements. Let me tell you what let me remind some of us what he decided. President Maduro decided to announce the establishment of an integral defense zone for Guyana Essequibo, with administrative and military headquarters in Turamino. Major General Alexis Rodriguez Cabello was appointed as the sole authority. Maduro directives were given to the PDVSA and CVG. Those are the natural gas company and oil company of Venezuela, right? To create Essequibo division or branches and issue license for oil, gas, and mining exploration immediately. They also said that a new map of Venezuela is to be published in schools, high schools, and universities. Maduro announced the initiation of population census operations in the Essequibo territory and the commencement of the identification process. A special law will be enacted to terminate concessions granted by Guyana within 3 months. And also, President Maduro invited all companies to negotiate with Venezuela. Maduro ordered the execution of a census and the delivery of identification cards to the inhabitants of Essequibo. So all of these things were there. I don't know, the president should come and tell us if these issues were addressed, if Venezuela has pulled back on these aggressive moves. Where are we? Where are we? We are not any the wiser. And again, silence from the GDF with the aircraft crash, silence from the Minister of Affairs with the carnage on the road, and up to now, silence from the president with this meeting that he had in Venezuela, in St Vincent with Venezuela. One would have expected at a minimum that the president would have sought it fit to address the nation and to let us know what took place at the meeting and what he achieved, if anything at all. Because as I said, and Venezuela with their propaganda, gone, Venezuela seeing this as a win. And they talk about this peace. And again, let me say, they talk about the peace that they are talking about, peace in the region. And they're giving the impression that both parties, that's Guyana and Venezuela, are aggressive, equally aggressive. We have not been aggressive. We Guyana, we have not been aggressive. And let me say this. I have a note here. The day after the peace, and peace is in inverted commas, the Venezuelan Alden Francis ambassador to Caracas to protest erroneous statements by the French foreign minister on the Essequibo issue. The protest note insisted that the minister correct our statement that suggested that Essequibo is historically owned by Guyana. So that the French people made the statement, and they were called in and told to correct that statement. This is a statement of fact. So there we have. I don't know where we are with this issue. And again, I say, the president owes it to the nation to let us know. And not with the Kit Nascimento writing letter to the media and somebody else issuing letter. This is something you can't delegate. You have to face up and let us know what is up. You got to face up to the media. And not only the media conference, I would have expected an address, perhaps followed by a media conference where you can field questions. But no, silence. 1 week and it's silence. CC, let me hear your views as we try to close up today.
I've been calling all along the line, even before the meeting recently, that the president has got to address the nation substantially on the Guyano-Venezuelan issue. He went to the meeting without an agenda. He went with open arms. And Maduro went fully loaded. You mentioned some things that Maduro put in the Venezuelan president put in place. Annexing Essequibo, appointing a major general as a sole authority, threatening ExxonMobil, threatening our local miners in the Cayuni, in the Mazzaroni, in the Potaro, in the Rupununi, in the Essequibo, in Borimo, in Moroano, in Aruco, in Port Kaichuma. I could go on and name them, in Koropong, in Massachusetts, threatening them that they got to get permission from Venezuela to operate. Lo and behold, and he has not rescinded any of the order. He has not backtracked on anything. He has not mentioned any word there. No. The things that I said that I put in place, I put them on hold or something. What we have is an uneasy calm. We get peace. We have an uneasy calm taking place. For me, Venezuelan president has crossed the Rubicon. And the Rubicon, if you study ancient history, is a river northeast of Italy that they bordering with Gaul. And in Julius Caesar's time, Julius Caesar had gone into Italy. He had crossed the Rubicon and he had no turning back. He had declared war against the Senate and Pompey. The president has declared war against Guyana. And he has not backtracked on that. He has not rescinded it. And we say we're making peace. It's not peace. It's an uneasy calm. There might be a little light at the end of the tunnel, but we don't know what's coming. Perhaps the light at the end of the tunnel is a runaway train coming to hit you down. That the president, and I repeat, must address the nation substantially in terms of what about the Venezuelan situation and what took place at the meeting he had there. Venezuelan president went there, understand, is his aircraft added the drawing of the map of Venezuela, which includes Essequibo. And he went to the meeting there. He go there fully loaded. Our president go without nothing, and then we talking about sign agreement and sign agreement and sign agreement. It is an uneasy calm. I hope to God that maybe other things will develop.
Well, we have got to hope and pray that and that this meeting too does not affect our standing in with the ICJ matter. So yeah, we folks, and we running out. We have run out of time actually. I don't know if CC want to make any other closing remarks. CC, do you want to make any closing remarks before I wrap up?